Welcome back to Seeing Things. Do you see something? Do you see nothing? Yes, I can see myself. So, we are making the software that sees. So, it's another one of these big projects that I have, but hopefully it's the last big solo project, because this will turn commercial. This is definitely a very useful piece of software. Very general. My ThinkPad is a little overloaded. Idle is in the minus, as you can see. I don't think I can do anything right now. I'll close some Chrome windows later. What are the changes? For example, we have a score here now. To remind you, this was the input image, or input animation actually. And this is the reconstructed version, which you can also see in the text form. So there's actually some understanding here. The system has found that there's a black line and some white space and has reproduced this. So the score in this case is always 100%. All pixels identical. So there goes goal 1. What is goal 2? Frequencies. First I wanted to do polygons today. Reconstructing polygons. It's also very useful. But I thought there's something more general and very useful, which is frequencies. Check this out. It's 8 minutes of this. I love this. It's great to fall asleep. So let's say we have this footage here. I want to find out how fast the fans are turning. How can we do this? Well, how about we scale down? Scaling down is always a good idea. Let's go to 1 times 2 pixels. Well, not much happening. 2 times 3, I guess. Oh, I mean, this could be it already, right? This 1 pixel here is blinking, and it surely corresponds to this fan here. Is it regular or irregular? It's a little bit irregular, isn't it? But in either case, it should be repeating. So we could find the frequency like that. Maybe we go a little bit higher in the resolution. Oh well. We should overlay the original image so we can see what is happening where. Maybe make this bigger here. Oh, computer is really overloaded. Come on. Okay, this is kind of almost too much information. We could work with this also, but we are looking for the simplest approach. That's pretty good, isn't it? Some blinking here. And this one is probably the left fan. So the idea would be we just go through these lower resolutions and observe any pixel that is blinking in some way. We can actually reduce the color level also. Make this even simpler because now it's oscillating between 2 different colors. That makes everything really simple. So I guess this is the one fan, this is the other fan. It's a bit irregular. It's true. But still, let's do it. So it's a new script that we make. We are at 4p and 8 colors. And we would do some sort of change observer. And we iterate over the pixels. and check which ones are good candidates for any repeating pattern. Those that don't change at all are probably pretty useless. The new thing now is that we are looking at different frames at the same time, basically. So we're comparing one frame to the last frame. So it's maybe a little bit of a new object type, operation type. Maybe I can put the fan on the other side here of the screen. Wait. Oh, I'm stupid. I'm in the wrong tab. Yeah. This one is probably only the left fan. It doesn't matter. We will use whatever we have right now. So we have 4P8C. So we could basically split the whole image stream into a stream for each pixel. Right? So we will have 5 times 4 different streams, each of which is just one pixel image, basically. It requires some change in the infrastructure, maybe. Or maybe not. So the script object stays once it's parsed. We make a new script to run for each image. So we somehow need to remember what happened before in the previous run. How do we do this actually? Well, it's New Year's Eve today, by the way, but it's really quiet, relatively quiet, because they outlawed fireworks this year, or buying fireworks, or even one of these. I think buying is outlawed, and launching it's also not allowed in many places. They ban this stuff now. They just ban things. I don't think they even give a reasoning anymore. It's probably because of COVID in some way. So all our New Year's Eve traditions are now cancelled because COVID. Nobody sees the connection or whatever, but it's there is not really a connection actually. It's just what Green parties want to do. They want to outlaw lots of stuff, and they just do it under the guise of something. It's really strange. But 2022 is going to be the year where we take our freedoms back. That much is clear. This garbage has to end, definitely. Okay, so we make a stream for each pixel, and we could really go with a probabilistic approach. Some pixels will be promising because there's movement, some pixels are not promising, and this probabilistic thing helps us do the likely stuff first. So this is not super simple because I need this new framework. Yeah, how can I get... I could get a difference image between this image and the last one. So once we downsample, we get this small image here. And we put it in some variable that we request again in the next frame, actually. So here we need another abstraction like sequence or something. Sequence. Sequence is sequence of runs. For example, in a stream of images, in an animation. And in the sequence we can put variables, for example. That's maybe a smart idea. We have a map with variables. So our operation here would be, for example, be store the image. In the sequence. Let's say store just. And we compare to the image from the last run. Why is this so complicated? Why is this so hard? Maybe I'm over-engineering it, overthinking it. It's quite probable. In fact, it's likely. Okay. Maybe we just do something simpler. We just created what is it called? In vitro. Create this code, just a little example without any framework. Let's try that. So we get a stream of images which are of this type. So we have that. And this is probably a stream where I just sit and think. I mean, why not? It's necessary sometimes. No spam comments yet. No visitors. Okay. How do I get this? Get a screenshot. Oh, I know what I can do. I can use the in OS version of Gazelle. And get my image stream from there. And do some experiments on it. Yeah, that should actually work. Here. Watch screen. Why are the gaps so big here? Okay, it's optimizing. It's very slow. 7 FPS. It's optimizing, it's optimizing, it's optimizing. Is it? I'm not sure. It's kind of slow. Doesn't matter. We could have a selectable FPS target actually. That's a pretty good idea. If 20 FPS is too much. Okay. So it is watching the screen, which is still showing the fans. Rotate. Here they are. Oh, I'm not. I'm watching the wrong screen. Okay, I'm a little slow today. A little slow. Okay, something is blinking. That's good. Okay, so somehow we get the image out of here. Yep, let's see. I don't know, I'm not sure if I can concentrate today. It's a special day, I don't know. Maybe I put some thought in this off stream. Yeah,